Hello everyone, welcome to another Daily Gym. It is Thursday, August 18th, 2022, and I wanted to talk about marketing, the what and the how, and not necessarily the why. I may have talked about this before. There was a famous TED Talk by a guy named Simon Sinek, which I believe was called Start With Why, or The Power of Why. He has a book called Start With Why, I believe. And the idea is that in the talk he says, people don't buy what you do, they don't buy how you do it, they buy why you do it. I'm pretty sure that's the line. It's something that, I think I watched it first 10 years ago or so, and something that stuck with me, and yet I'm wondering if it's something that's really screwing up the marketing of what I do. I think about with, for example, iFeelio. It was an app, and when I focused on selling it as an app or telling people about it as an app where people would open it up and you journal, it's completely private, and how do I feel, what's happening, you can search and sort and filter through the different moments that you've entered, etc. Seemed to work well when I would talk about emotional self-defense as it's class where you come in and we practice learning how to deal with rejection and guilt tripping, and it's almost like taking a martial arts class and learning how to go through emotional attacks instead of physical attacks, and so it's practicing those. Seemed to work well, and then I'd get stuck as I've been trying to transition to more online with this idea of Emoco, and just getting stuck like, well, should it be called that? Should it be called something else? What's the purpose of it? What's the big why for what I'm doing this? What's the end goal? And when I focus on these end goals, I get lost. Do people buy things because of the end goals? Perhaps they buy it because of their own end goal, their own why. But is there one uniting why for why people buy things? Not really. I think about when I ran, it was emotional self-defense, but it was called, I think, conflict resolution something in Romania. And my friend who was organizing it said, I have a friend who wants to come. She doesn't really care too much about conflict resolution, but she thinks you're cute. Can she come? I said, yeah, why not? Maybe she'll learn something about conflict resolution along the way. And in that moment, kind of realizing this person had a different why for attending the class, and that's okay. And when I talk with a lot of other people who focus on business and marketing, and I worked in innovation consulting, and a lot of it was on how to find product market fit and all this jargon. A lot of it, I think, goes at, okay, who's your ideal audience and what do they want, instead of really focusing on what does the product do, because there's lots of people who may want to use the tool in different ways. I don't know. I think about an ad for an iPhone. They don't just show the phone being used in one specific way by one specific type of person. They show it being used in multiple ways by multiple people. Now, perhaps there's a type of personality that maybe would use it, but not even that. Maybe you could argue, okay, it's a tool that is grown so large now that a lot of people use it for lots of different reasons. But maybe most tools are that way in some way. So I'm just sitting here reflecting, even for this, how would I describe what I'm doing with the DailyJim podcast segments? Would I describe it as, this is for people who want to feel reflective or excited, or I don't know why people listen to this. Yeah, I could describe what the thing is. It's basically 5 to 8 minutes of me every day, Monday through Thursday, talking about how I feel in relation to things that are happening in the world, in my world, etc. Often relating to politics or business or relationships with a strong emotional spin on it. Who would want to listen to that? I don't know. Some people might want to listen to this just because they like hearing my voice. Some people might want to listen to it because they're friends of mine and they miss being in contact with me and they want to keep up to date with me. Some people might listen to this because they want a certain type of reflection that they don't often get, and they like having reflective conversations with people, and it kind of feels like a conversation. Some people might listen to this because they live outside the US and they're curious to hear about American politics, every now and then. Some people might listen to this for so many reasons. So I don't know. I think I struggle sometimes with the idea that I should, that people say I should focus my business on the why, when there can be so many different whys for even why I'm doing what I'm doing, let alone why other people would want to do the thing that I'm offering. So trying to sink in and relax a little bit of that. I'm curious to hear your perspective on this, whether you sell the product that you work at, or how you describe the company that you work for. How do you describe the things that you buy, and why do you buy the things that you do? Does it really have to do with some super end goal that you're trying to achieve, or is there just like how the thing is being done? I don't know. Anyways, that's the last one for the week, and I look forward to talking to you all next week. I hope you have a great weekend in whichever part of the world you are, and have the weekend you want to have. Talk to you soon. Bye.